No, we need to do it very... Disclaimer. What you're about to watch.
So what you're about to watch was supposed to look like this. A nice little note card with a few short topics. Welcome and chatter, about us, sexually explicit ads on Facebook and Instagram, what you can do to stop them, and then we were going to wrap up and go home.
But Bert took it further. Because I can't shut my mouth.
Line. Bert. Just know that what you're about to watch, we do talk about pornography, not in detail, but there are a few references to it, so if it makes you uncomfortable, feel free to skip this one.
And if you want a good old laugh, keep watching.
Oh dear. Hello there and welcome back to Nice Enough. I am Steve.
I'm Bert.
And we are excited that you joined us again.
Yes.
We have a super fun show tonight. We're going to actually keep it a really short one. But we got a couple of questions about who we are and how we ended up here. So we're just going to give you not a real detailed version of ourselves, but just a little bit about ourselves. So why don't you go first?
Oh, gee, put me on the spot like that. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I'm a graphic designer and an event planner and a producer of a podcast. We really should have hired somebody to do the producing.
We should have.
But I am married. I have 4 children. If you saw our last episode, I have 4 frustrating sometimes children.
But you love them.
But I love them, and I uplift them, and I would never complain about them in public.
No? How about on the show?
Oh, yeah, I'll complain about them on the show all the time.
Okay, good, because this is a private setting. Nobody's watching.
Nobody's watching. Yeah.
So you feel free to just let out whatever you want to let out.
And I love to go to Brentfest and dress up. Mm-hmm. And I love color. So
you love rainbows.
I love rainbows.
We're probably going to get a lot of questions about that.
Yep.
Would you like to answer any of them quick?
Nope.
Okay.
You can make your own assumptions about me.
And you can tell who I am just by looking at me, hearing my voice. My name
Let's be honest,
is...
if you can't figure me out, that would help you.
Yeah, I was going to start by saying my name is as if I were still at work, where everyone's like, my name is Sarah, and
Hi, Sarah.
I have been with the company for 17 years. I've been in the same role the whole time. That's about how I was going to start going into my shtick.
Nice.
All right. I have been married to my wonderful husband for 14 years, going on 15. Sometimes I wonder where all that time went, but...
Oh, and I didn't even mention, I've been with my wife for 24 years.
24 years.
Yeah.
I wasn't even a twinkle in my mother's eye.
Liar.
I know, but I must admit I look good.
You do.
I'm kidding. I have 2 awesome dogs who you will often hear squeaking toys, and we are going to do our best to edit those out. But just to give you...
No promises.
No promises. Just to give you a background, our first show, which was, I don't even know how long, like 20 minutes maybe, took us 2 hours to record because the dogs would not stop playing.
Yeah.
They're the love of my lives. This set is in our house. I love to decorate. It's one of my favorite things to do, especially for Halloween and Christmas. Those are my 2 favorite holidays. And by day, I do project management work. So that's about us. You came to us today with
Enough already.
already.
So
I'm ready to talk about
ready?
this.
Okay, so this is very recent, literally within the last few days. I've been, maybe a week. I lie all the time. So
you got to take whatever we say
Yep.
and either cut it in half or multiply it by 2.
Exactly. So I've been watching things on Facebook, Instagram. I do it all the time when I'm relaxing or on a break at work or showing my boss funny, because she loves animals. So sometimes I'll show her funny animal videos. And I've been noticing that sexually inappropriate ads have been popping up, and they don't just like pop up at the bottom of the reel. Like, I'll be watching a reel and halfway through the reel this ad will play, and it's about like a sex toy or some sort of pill or something, which is fine. That's fine, but you don't need to show me actual penetration or oral sex. And I'm saying, see, you can see everything. It is maybe only there for like 2 seconds, but that's long enough. And I don't know why it's all of a sudden happening.
Okay, so I have not seen that.
It better not just be me, because that would be very awkward.
That one stunned me a little bit, but my first thought as you were explaining it is your ads are typically generated by like your search history or
Sites you
different
visited.
apps you have on your phone.
Yep.
Do you think that is the contribution?
We are open and transparent here. Yes,
Absolutely.
I like a little bit of pornography.
Oh, not that.
But I'm always careful in my searches and things. I use, private browsing or ad blockers or VPNs, all these different things so that they can't really track what I'm doing. So I'm curious why they showed up. The other side of it that really threw me for a loop is that I could see if it was an ad that most ads usually when you see them, they pertain to whatever you're watching.
Right,
Usually.
right.
These had nothing to do with what I was watching. Like, it was complete opposite. Like, a family doing a family thing, and all of a sudden there's that, or a car thing, and then there's that. It's like, why are these two things connected?
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm still in shock. I've not come across that.
I hope you don't. Honestly, I
Facebook?
hope all of you don't, because it's not good, especially when your boss is right there.
Yeah. So I never use Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, anything from my work computer.
Yeah, neither do I.
Just because even if I think the sites are probably blocked, but
Right.
I would never do it just because I don't want my company to know
Right.
what I might have on my personal device or what I've been looking at. So, yeah, that's very strange.
Yeah. And I mean, there are things you can do to like block ads and, kind of, keep yourself protected, but which I do. It's just very weird why all of a sudden that was showing up. And I almost want to say they're very similar ads. Like, they were almost identical. My, project detail, I noticed a few differences when they popped up. But it was just so bizarre. Like, and it's just new. Like, this has never happened before. And now I've seen it like 4 times. And I don't know why it's happening. And it's not just Facebook. It's been Facebook. It's happened on Instagram. And it's usually when I'm watching a reel or a story.
Just Meta products?
No, because these are like, they're janky ads. Like, they are put together horribly.
No, but is it only happening on Meta apps?
I think so. I have not seen this happen on TikTok. I've not seen this happen on what's the other one that the kids are into? The
Snapchat?
Snapchat. I was going to say Snapfish, but that's a photo printing company.
Okay. We were close.
Yeah. No, it's only been, I think, those two. And it's been Facebook more than Instagram, but I have caught 1 or 2 on Instagram.
So I just did a quick googly search. I went to the interwebs. What you can do if this happens to you and you don't want it, you can block your search history. There's ad blockers that you can use. You can use browsers that block ads. You can turn off personalized ads on Facebook, and then if you're still receiving them, report them.
Yeah, and I've reported every single one of them and marked it as that it's been sexually inappropriate. And then somewhere when I reported that, there was an option to review my ad preferences or ad choices, and there was a whole list of ad things, and I could go in and say, I want to see less of this. So check that stuff out if you didn't know about that before, and clean up your ad list, because there's things in that, like Shark Tank. I could care less about Shark Tank.
I love Shark Tank.
But I see it all the time.
Oh, it always shows up on my reels.
I love Shark Tank, but I end up wanting to buy all the
Hey,
products I find.
TikTok. I like Shark Tank. Show me more videos.
You're on Tank Talk?
I love the TikTok. We're going to have to create one for this show
Yes.
Because there's some little bits that we just want to tease people to come in.
Or see our bloopers and laugh your asses off.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right there was one. Oh, hi. I'm from Minnesota.
Ah, you betcha.
That's why we're going to just simply embrace it.
Oh,
Oh, you betcha.
we need some good hot dish.
So, as they would say, heavens to Bessie, I can't believe that's happening to you.
No.
But,
We gotta do an entire episode just doing that. I think
oh gosh.
they would enjoy that.
They might, but
We'll see how long we can actually keep it up without busting a gut.
well, for the next week after, that's how I will be speaking. I intentionally work on not having a Minnesota accent. It's really hard though, because once you start getting into your groove and you're talking fast, all of a sudden the words just start slipping
See,
out.
I used to go to Tennessee growing up almost every year for summer vacation. And this is a small, quick little funny story. And so in my English class in high school, we had to read The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County by Mark Twain.
Oh, that's a lot of words.
It is. And the way it's written, he writes it with a very heavy Southern accent. And of course, you remember in high school, everybody had to go around, you read a paragraph. And where I always sat near the front, so I was like 3 or 4 paragraphs away from the beginning. And kids before me were struggling and struggling. They were mispronouncing words. They didn't get it. I would go to so much to the South that I would come back with an accent. So I started reading
that's
it,
cute.
not realizing I was falling into my Southern accent. And I got to the end of my paragraph, and the teacher was like, keep going. Keep going. I read the whole rest of the thing. Except I did screw up once, and instead of saying banana, because there were so many A's and N's, I said banana nanner.
Oh, that's a cute story. We never wrapped up the whole porn situation.
No, but that's all right. We can just
We can just keep moving along. Okay, sorry, I just had to ask. I mean, we will keep moving along.
We're not going to give you suggestions of great sites, no.
Oh, that would never happen. No. I mean, I'm pretty open-minded, but there are certain parts of me that are very prudish. And I own it. I know it.
I read
And
an article that there are certain sites that actually I don't want to say manipulate, but they work their algorithm to drive you towards certain things. Like certain deviances, I guess would be the word maybe. And I was surprised by that, but yeah, you learn something every day.
yeah, I learned a lot tonight. Hope
You learned that Bert's a freak.
Hope you learned a lot too, because that's gonna wrap up our show for the day. Whew, that was awkward, but fun.
We'll see if this ever sees the light of day.
You know what? It may not. We might just keep this as backup. No matter what, go out there, try to be kind to one another. But if you cannot, remember, you only have to be nice enough. Have a good one.
Bye. Open.
Episode 2.
Wow. We really jumped in with both feet on that one.
Oh my god.
Episode 2. It's a whole new show, people.
I think we lost a couple members.
Well, honestly, that's really probably good.
Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened.
Why? Totally believe it. We were talking about it. It was what happens when you put me on the other side of the